Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Aaron Torres Podcast YouTube page. I do have one quick favor before we get to the video that you came here for, and that is very simply this. You see that little red subscribe button below this video? Go ahead, smash that subscribe button. It really does help me. It really does help this channel grow and my audience grow. So go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. And now, here is the video that you came here for. All right, really quick, do want to wrap with two Pac-12 things, because the Pac-12 is back. And I swear, the second half of this show is not bash coaches hour. But these are the narratives that are coming out of this college football Saturday. And I think the biggest story in the Pac-12, credit, by the way, to Oregon beating Stanford. Stanford didn't have their starting quarterback because of COVID. But Mario Cristobal is a good coach. Say whatever you want about Mario Cristobal. He's a good coach. Say whatever you want about the Pac-12. Mario Cristobal has Oregon playing well. They have an identity. They recruit at an elite level, and they are a program that's on the rise. But the biggest story out of the Pac-12 was USC. And USC is the rare team coming out of Saturday that got a win that only made their fan base matter. It was insane. It's surreal. I live in LA. I can tell you USC fans are as passionate as any group in the country. Some might say delusional. Some might say they go over the top. But they know what this program is capable of when this program is peaking, and this program has not been peaking for a very long time. USC beats Arizona State, but it is the crazy, most surreal game that you could ever imagine. USC, first of all, we should really backtrack because USC, as I said on last Thursday's show, USC, never forget, they are the program that fought harder for Pac-12 football than everybody. They are the ones that wrote the letter to the governor of California saying, let us play, which spurred the rest of the Pac-12 to get behind it and to play. So you know that they're fired up. You know that, frankly, USC probably has the most talented roster in the Pac-12. Keaton Slovis is awesome. 3 or 4 potential NFL caliber wide receivers. An offensive tackle that might be a first-round pick if he enters this coming draft. He opted out and then opted back in because he wanted to be part of this. So what happens with USC? All that momentum, all that excitement, fight to play the season. Oh, I don't know. Just fall down 27-14. Get dominated at the line of scrimmage. Can't run the ball. Arizona State pops off a bunch of big plays. Arizona State runs for 7 yards per carry when they have the ball and they're running the ball. Now, USC got lucky and won, but if you watch the game, it was surreal. I actually tweeted this out, and I believe it. Kevin Warren, how about this? Remember Kevin Warren, Big Ten commissioner? I tweeted this out. I think it's a great line. Kevin Warren is more deserving of a lifetime contract than USC was deserving of winning that game. Because if you watch the game, USC was terrible. And it falls on Clay Helton. And it's the exact same thing and the exact same problem that they always have. Sloppy, undisciplined, poor tackling, penalties, although they weren't so bad this past day. And they still found a way to win. They end up winning. They're down 27-14. They get a tipped pass in the end zone for a touchdown. They end up scoring. Then they get the onside kick, and they end up winning. But again, it's a win that nobody has any satisfaction with because it's the most typical USC thing where they have more talent, yet they come out unprepared. They're not ready to play. They get dominated at the line of scrimmage. They can't run the ball. The play calling is poor on offense. Defense, they're getting gashed, and they find a way to win. And so if I'm a USC fan, I understand the frustration because I have seen this too much at this time. And I'm not, I've defended Clay Helton in the past, but it's like at a certain point, you run out of excuses, right? Well, you're young. Well, you have a freshman quarterback. Well, you have a new offensive coordinator. Well, everybody was back this year. So what's the deal? One of those games that's worth watching, and I think in the bigger picture, I think it's concerning. I know Arizona State's good, probably the second best team in the Pac-12 South, but there was a distinctive talent advantage. USC was the better team, but Arizona State was more physical. They were much better coached with Antonio Pierce and Marvin Lewis as their defensive coordinators, and they should have won that game. And so if I'm a USC fan, I'm very concerned.